I don't even know where to begin with this particular video, so we're just gonna jump right into it. James Charles, you are done. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the past weekend, well, James Charles has been exposed for the con artist that she really is by Miss Tati Westbrook. Now, Tati and James Charles are both beauty gurus here on YouTube, and how this all started was because Tati felt like James doesn't have any loyalty to her when she basically made him. And I'm not gonna play any clips from anybody's video really, because if you want to see the videos yourselves, you can go to their channels and watch it. Tati, she had a 40 and something minute video, and it was explaining in detail of a lot of the things that has been going on behind the scenes with her and James Charles, and I assure you that it's, 40-minute well spent. But yeah, so Tati, I'm gonna talk about some of the things that Tati said and give my own opinion about it. So this all started off because of Coachella. So, honestly, James probably should have stayed home this year at Coachella, because when he went to Coachella this year, he claimed that it was, like he was being attacked by a bunch of fans and he needed security. So Sugar Bear Hair offered him some security in exchange for him to promote their brand on his Instagram story. Now my thing is this: with all of the money that James Charles has, and as much as he thinks he's a celebrity, why wouldn't he already have security with him? Like if he in his mind truly believes that he is a celebrity like he says he is, then why wouldn't he have his own security already? Like, why would he go to a public event where a bunch of people are going to be around and not have security? Another thing that has been coming out about James Charles is he's a predator. And then I'm pretty sure all of y'all know about the situation between the guys that he's been dealing with, the so-called straight guys that he goes after, which, the problem with that is he says that's his type, but in all honesty, that's not really a type, that's a fetish. And there's nothing wrong with having fetishes, but when your fetishes goes against other people's consent, that's where there's a problem. And James Charles clearly doesn't know or understand that, because it was these two guys, Sam and Gage. They both came out with their side of the stories and said that James Charles was very forceful, and Gage was the guy who he was seen at with Coachella, and then Sam was the guy who he met at Tati's birthday dinner. And they both, I think Gage video is still up, but Sam, he removed his video because he was recording James in his FaceTime call, which is illegal in his state. So that's why his video got removed down, but other people had reposted it on their own pages. And now, do I think that James Charles' career is over for good completely? Honestly, I don't think so, but his subscriber count is dropping tremendously. Like, the first night that this all happened, which was Friday, I was literally watching my phone and his subscriber count was just dropping from like 16.5 million. By the time that I went to sleep, it was at like 15 million something, getting close to 15 million. And then by the end of Saturday, he was almost at 14,000. Currently now, he's at 13,500. As you can see right here, his subscriber count just continues to drop. And I wonder how far it's going to continue to drop. It's starting to slow down. Tati, she has also risen in subscriber count. She had 5 million before this all started, around 5 million. Now she's almost at 10 million. So Tati gained almost like 5 million subscribers within the past couple days. But I feel like James Charles has really messed it up for the beauty community, considering that he was the biggest beauty influencer on YouTube, and it sucks because other smaller people that really deserved it, I believe, they'll probably never get that same opportunity that James Charles had. Like, James Charles was invited to the Met Gala by YouTube themselves. YouTube and Morphe, they really like prop this boy up to make him seem like such an angel when he's really not. And it sucks now because if it was even harder for smaller YouTubers, smaller beauty YouTubers to rise up, it's going to be even harder now. Like, honestly, the beauty industry and the beauty community has been dying for some time, but now it's really going to die, I feel, because, well, one, if you aren't at the top already, then you're definitely not going to get at the top now. And two, people aren't really buying makeup like that anymore. I mean, you know, people are still going to buy makeup, but, you know, they're just not going out of their way to buy every individual palette that all of their favorite influencers are creating, or brands that they are with. They're not going to buy every single thing from, you know, all of these different places. So it's been dying out lately. And I feel like the beauty community is the most toxic community out of them all, because nothing like this ever happens for any other community on YouTube. Like, if people have beef in other communities, it never gets this big. And the only reason why it got this big is because YouTube allowed James Charles to be the it girl, when in all reality, he's really not. Like, what's so unique and special about James Charles that he had to be the one? James Charles barely does makeup tutorials as it is. If it's not let me go check his YouTube real quick. So the last makeup tutorial that he did that wasn't a challenge in any type of way was his Valentine's Day look, where it's titled "Why I'll Be Single Forever." That was his last real makeup tutorial. Now, for someone to be this creative and innovative makeup artist as he is, he rarely does creative looks for YouTube. And the reason why is because they don't perform well. But see, that's how y'all should have known he was money hungry, because he says, I don't really do makeup tutorials because they don't really perform well. Well, why are you worried about them performing well when your whole thing is you were brought up on this idea that you do unique and innovative makeup looks, when he doesn't really do unique and innovative makeup looks. Like, there are so many other people on Instagram or even smaller YouTube channels that do creative and innovative makeup looks, but James Charles, he doesn't. He's worried about the money, the views, and, you know, his following. Like, how bigger can he make his following? He wasn't worried about staying true to himself and why he started YouTube, supposedly. But, you know, that's what happens when you have a white male, regardless of his sexuality. He's still a white male, so he still has white male privilege. That's why he was able to be at the top of the beauty community, which was once ran by women. But then this little white boy comes in out of nowhere and takes all the shine, and is now suddenly at the top of the beauty community, the face of Morphe brands and just beauty in general for YouTube. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but a lot of stuff still keeps coming out. Like, people keep releasing information. Like Nikita Dragon today, she just released some messages between her and James Charles about the whole sugar bear hair thing, which she should have been released when this first started off. Not that it would have helped, but, you know, like, it's kind of irrelevant now, because this is not just about sugar bear hair. It's about all of the things that he has done then, which has all led up to, you know, this whole big pot just spilling over. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I gotta start to get ready for work soon. So I'll just see y'all in my next video.